Well, good morning. My name's Reverend Annie Bachelder, and let's start this with a little channeled prayer, just spontaneous. Great Creatress, I ask to be in service to you and the people who need to hear your message. I ask to be the love that you feel for others. I ask to transmit the words and the energy that you are and that contain your divine, inspired, deeply available connection. Great Creatress, divine, feminine, soften my heart that I might better serve you. I ask that you take away all my preconceived ideas and erase any agenda I might have for individuals so that I can be your words and be your message effectively. Great Creatress, I am so grateful to be in your presence, to hold you in my heart, to feel you, and to know you, the little that I know. Let me know more. Thank you. Amen. All right. Good morning. There's a few of my friends watching. Chris and Pat, how nice to see you. Good morning, good morning. I'm open to your questions today, and hopefully this will be an inspiring and useful event for you. I'm looking for some things on my computer and I'm not finding them. And where did they go? Okay. There we are. Just try to catch up. I have to be able to see you guys on my laptop as well so that I can see the questions that you post. Good morning, Cassandra. Good morning. So, let's see. I'm looking forward to questions. Good morning, Heidi. My goodness, we've got quite a collection of people here. I'm bringing in Anubis. Greetings. Welcome from Anubis. It is our pleasure to be here to serve you in whatever way is most healing and uplifting to you, what is most edifying, as some of us understand that you work from the information principle and others work from the feeling principle and some work from the energy principle. We hold all of these perspectives in view. And we have been working with Annie this week to expand to include one of our favorite sayings, so that she does not feel trapped between us and them and the political climate that seems threatening at times. To know that as you expand your consciousness to include us and then expand beyond that, to reach outside this limited viewpoint that puts you clearly and firmly back in the realm of the larger perspective, the divine perspective, your soul's perspective, the long view, of how this amazing game is to work out. And we say to you, one of the best things that you can do as you expand to include is to be here now. To be in this moment and to know that you are blessed. So, so blessed. And to remember to be grateful and cognizant of the grand blessings that you are experiencing now. To be grateful and cognizant of the wealth and joy and abundance of food and housing that you do enjoy right now. And in that joy and in that gratitude creates more wealth, more abundance, more joy, more appreciation, more gratitude for the abundance that you experience, and it extends more to the rest of the world. There is a saying, let every bite I eat fill the bellies of the hungry. This is exemplary intention. It is a statement of intention. And it expands to include all those who are in need at this moment of a full belly. And so there is also a saying, for every step towards the light you take, the light takes 100 steps towards you. So really, the game is rigged in your favor. The game is slanted toward you all of being a winner, being one who gains, who is fulfilled in the heart, the mind, the body, the spirit, by moving towards the light, to even thinking of the light. Many of you have been working in the Akashic Records through this book, bringing forth soul consciousness. And as you are doing so, you are understanding that in the Akashic Records, it is energy first, information second. That is the order of importance. And in the Akashic Records, the spoken word is the most strong energy. It is the strongest energy, the spoken word. Second to that is the written word. And thirdly, thoughts. And so, for every prayer that you say out loud, for every affirmation of unity with your own soul and with the divine that you say out loud, it rings throughout the universe. For every time that you say, I call the light to me. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. See what wonderful energy workers you all are. You are powerful. Every time you call the light to you, the light cannot but go to you. And as you call the light to you out loud, spoken out loud, I call the light to me. You carry that light with you, and you carry the power of that call, that mild demand, as it were, that you call the light to you. And that you have succeeded, and it is in you and with you. It goes right into your spiritual heart and into your body. And so for every time you write these affirmations, I call the light to me. I stand in the light. I am the light. The light is in me. The light radiates outward from me. I am a channel for the light. When you write these affirmations, you are stating them in present time, and the light has no other option but to come to you, to be with you, to be that power that you are seeking, to be that calm and that order that you are seeking. And this is an experience of abundance, is it not? And so thinking, it's a bit more gossamer in texture and strength. I call the light to me. Thinking has depth. It still shifts the energy. And as you can see, it shifts the energy. You might have to shift your body to accommodate the light that you are calling to yourself in your thoughts. All right, we see a question. Is there an escalation of volcanic activity in the Pacific Rim this year? We are seeing this question, and we are receiving this question not only from a practical aspect in terms of safety and preparedness, but also as a reflection of humanity's destabilization. Are there social volcanoes going off in your world? Well, I would say yes. It is unmistakable. Are there planetary volcanoes exploding in the universe as the planets shift and move and help to cause this change that you are in the midst of experiencing? Yes, there are. Is the earth reflecting this shift? Yes, she is. Mother Earth is shifting. For she too is a planet. And she too is subject to the divine and divine order. And since change is the memo everyone is receiving this day, bring that word change into your heart. Allow your body to agree with it, to find harmony with change, to be flexible, to be changeable, to be adaptable. And thus, by bringing harmony to it, you do not have to be a volcano. For explosions of untoward emotion, rash actions, These are not useful at this time. So the more that you can bring the peace of the divine, the peace of your connection with your soul and the divine into your heart, and observe as your soul evolves and changes, so you, the human, can do as well. And yes, it is not just in the Pacific Rim that the volcanoes will be active. There will be surprises in Japan, in South America, in 3 different places in South America. We're looking in Europe, we're seeing perhaps a mild one in Italy, but nothing strong or earth-shaking. And so all of these things are not to inspire more fear. You have enough fear that you're being challenged with, you're being thrashed with fear, you're being easily swamped with fear. Do not buy into the party line of fear. It is just words to control you. And all of you have had many lifetimes where you have been feeling, you have felt as if you were controlled by fear, and you were. You were trapped. You were enslaved by fear. You were seen as less than, and it created fear in you. For somewhere in your heart of hearts, in that spark of light that is your permanent atom of light, you knew that you are not inferior. But your society may have seen you as inferior, as slave-like material, as less than human. And so as we expand to include, we reach for that state of unity with our souls, with the divine, with all that is. For this time, resistance will only make you cranky. Resistance is only a seeking to make someone wrong and to make oneself better or greater or more viable. And when you expand to include and you reach that state of unity with oneness, and you are in that, even if for a fraction of a second, there is no going back. You've felt it. It has sparked within you. It is true. It is there. It exists within you. And it exists within that permanent atom of light that is within each of you, within all of us. For that is the spark of the divine that exists within each of you. It is that spark of the divine that the divine created you to be a point of consciousness, a point of light consciousness, a point of light consciousness that can be modeled into a soul. One in the likeness of the divine. That's cranky. And so the seeming metaphor that a volcano is serving as for this conversation. When a volcano goes dormant, it has not lost its ability to create significant change. And as you are navigating these challenging waters, you are not losing power. Quite the opposite. You are being directed inward. And as you know, going inward is the path to vast consciousness. It's by going inward through that point of light that you are, and that you carry within you as the permanent atom of light from body to body, and in between your embodiments, this point of light is your consciousness, and your consciousness can take you anywhere in this vast universe of universes, of universes, of universes. You have the ability to flex and change. For you know the love of your soul. You know the commitment that your soul has to you. You know the love of the divine, and that you are sourced within that love. And it was from love the divine took a particle, a point of light that is hers, and created you in love. You have the ability to be flexible, the ability to change as needed. Some of the thinking is a bit old and stale and ready to go. And so just notice when you come across an old thought that no longer serves you, just release it up to the divine like a helium balloon. It is not yours to manage and mentally change it and fight with it and struggle. No. Use those gifts. You are made in the image and likeness of the divine, so use the gift that you are given. Release it up to the divine like a helium balloon. Let it go. Do not stop to judge yourself. Do not stop to try to manipulate it. Just let it go. Call the light to you and let the light fill the space that that old thought no longer occupies. There it is. And you must feel more buoyant now. That old thought is no longer burdening you. You are the light. You have called it to you. You are a product of light. You are produced in the likeness of the divine. Powerful. Good morning, Darla. Good morning, Stephanie Ansley Miller. Good morning, Liz Hall. Good morning to Paola Miranda. Oh my goodness, hello, sweetheart. Good morning, Lisa Davis. My love is with you. Good morning, Soulful Living. We haven't seen you in a long time. Thank you for being with us. Good morning, Kirsten McConaughey. Good morning, Heidi Berglum Jensen. Good morning, Cassandra. Good morning, Pat. Oh, no wonder this channeling is so vivid and so light and so buoyant. And the more that you can stand in the light of your soul, in this permanent atom of light that you are, that you carry with you, that you transmit from out into the world, the more that you utilize this, you will feel unburdened. You will feel your freedom. And what is freedom? The ability to make a different choice. Yes. Whether you have money by the bags full or not, you have choice. You have choice in what you think and what you believe. The path that you shall follow, shall you go right today, or shall you go left, or shall you go forward and double back? The path is open to you. You are free. You are not enslavable. Isn't it lovely to feel how slippery you are because you know that you are free, that you are not chained to belief systems that no longer serve you. You are choosing the reality of your very spark of light, the reality of your own consciousness. You are not even a functioning element of all that has happened to you in past lives. These things are being floated away. These limitations have been lifted. In the environment that you exist in now, in this now moment, you need not worry. All is in order, and you each play your part in this beautiful order. Be that beautiful blueprint of your soul that exists within that permanent atom of light, embodying your soul's light, embodying your soul's consciousness that is of the light, and that brings you even more close and more deeply into the light. Fill yourself with this light, for this is the hunger. And this is what satisfies that spiritual hunger for love. The love of your soul, the love of the divine, the light of your soul, the light of the divine, spiritual food. Give yourself plenty of time and exposure to that which fills you spiritually. Each of you have different ways of feeding that hunger. Glory in it. Dance in it. Feel it, be it, swim in it. You call the light to you and you be that light. And then as you are that light, you join your light with all the other lights that surround you, and all the light that the divine is broadcasting to you individually and as a group. Join your light with this group, and then you are with your soul mates. The relevant souls with whom you participate. I feel the love. I feel the divine love as it courses through me, the divine light that flows through me. And it is amplified by all of you. Such a gift. Such a sweet and lovely gift. This is who we are together. Okay, how do we know the difference between fear and being prepared for an event such as downed power grid? Well, all of these indicate the ways that we have given our power away. We've become dependent upon governments, banks, social institutions. We've become dependent upon paying for numerous services, when the truth of our being, the truth of our physical being, is that it is supplied endlessly by the divine. The divine is the power. The divine is the one power. There are not two powers, there are not three powers, there are not four powers. And if you are concerned about death, I think you have already made peace with death. There you go. For your soul is eternal. Your soul cannot be killed, stolen, lost, cracked, chipped, loaned, lost. Your soul is always part of you. It is the consciousness of your soul, fueled by the consciousness of the divine, that fuels the body that you are in. This is the truth of your being. The divine cares for you. And through your appreciation and gratitude and connection with the divine, all will be cared for. And remember the acronym for fear that we are so fond of: future events already ruined. So fear is always something that puts you in the future going, oh no, what do I do if this happens? Being in the present moment means that you have the option to be filled with your soul's light, to be filled with the divine light that powers your soul, that so empowers you, that connects into that core of your being that is light, that knows the light, that recognizes it unmistakably. It is not trading your freedom away for a thing that could happen but has not yet happened. See? A threat. Is it here now? It is not. Is it here now? It is not. Is it here in now? It is not. Is your connection with the divine, that spark of light within, that core of light that you are, that soul consciousness that you are, and that connection with the divine, is that here now? Yes. The difference is known by the feeling. The feeling of being lit from within by consciousness of love and unity with your soul and the divine. And within that consciousness is order, divine order. And part of that order is that you are your souls here on earth, executing your soul's purposes, even just sitting in a chair and breathing. Breathing, being the light. Good morning, Marco. Good morning, Diane Dobson. Good morning to the people who will be seeing this on YouTube. Good morning to you. May you all know the light that you are. I'm checking the time. You will know the difference between what is happening now. If you are experiencing fear, put that in a helium balloon and send that up to the divine. For this is a wonderful time of becoming more identified with the light of your soul and with your belongingness with the divine. You are a piece of the divine in action here on earth. And that is in present time. It is not in the future. You will know if that fear or that threat is coming from the outside in, or are you generating it because of thoughts that you have been broadcast to you from outside sources that aren't really the thoughts of you, your innermost gifts, talents, and abilities expressing themselves, your innermost connection with your soul and the divine. You will know the difference between that external influence and your best option. We won't call it a defense because what you resist persists. So your best option is to fill yourself with light. Call the light to you right now. There you go. And as you call the light, it takes that fear and floats it up out of your body. It doesn't mean you will be unreasonable. You will not care for yourself. You will not be the one left on the roof when the house is flooded with torrential rains and you have sent away the boats, the canoes, the helicopters that have come to save you, saying, I believe in God. No. You'll be the one that said, look, the divine is saving me. A canoe, a boat, a helicopter. A solution beyond my ken. These are the options that you are choosing now. And you wouldn't be listening to this if it didn't make sense to you. Yes. There are different types of fears. Some are rational and gift you with wisdom. Some cost you too much money and time and suffering that might not be necessary. For example, have a means of cooking without power or a generator, and bulk dried, freeze-dried foods, canned medications, car charger. Then, when you are reasonably prepared, go back to the light. Aho. Wise words. And you can be in the light as you make these preparations. You have those options as well. It is sensible to care for the body, don't you think? It is also sensible to incorporate the light that you are into your breath, into your moments, and into your activities, even those that are preparing for potentialities. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it has been my pleasure to be here. Thank you, Anubis. Thank you, Anubis, for your particular brand of light. Thank you for bringing some of that beautiful heavenly energy with you and granting us with it as we are today. All right, folks, I'm so grateful that you are here, and I'm grateful to have been helpful in some ways, I hope. I am doing another round of Living as Your Soul writing workshop. This is a 7-week class. It'll be Wednesday nights from 5 p.m. Pacific time to 8 p.m. Pacific time on Zoom. And it's based on chapter 15 in my book, Bringing Forth Soul Consciousness. And anyone is eligible for it, whether you know how to work in your Akashic Records. You'll get plenty of practice working in your Akashic Records, and you'll get some skill and mastery as we do this course, working in your Akashic Records, in order to know your soul and your soul's purposes in your life that you are actually carrying out on behalf of your soul. It's based on questions, because questions are the can openers to information and energy shifts in the Akashic Records, and it is a joy to work with people through these questions, and what they bring forth as the information and energy of their souls is just remarkable. It is remarkable. And this is not me working. This book is channeled. This is Anubis and the Akashic Beings of Light and the Great Creatress channeling wisdom. I open it almost every day and gain wisdom from it, and gain a sense of love and belongingness and peace and calm. And that makes me very, very happy. So this Living as Your Soul writing workshop is going to be going through from Wednesday, March 5th through April 16th, Wednesday nights, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. And yes, if you're a couple, you pay one tuition and you both can watch, because you're probably going to do that anyway. The tuition is $625, but if you pay by February 28th, you get $125 off. And we'll make sure that you have books, what you need. But it has been such a rewarding thing to bring forth, and for the students to experience, the participants to experience. And just right away, I have to get another one going. It's just yummy. I really want others to be able to have this experience as well, which will be unique to them. But it will be unique. All right, that's it for today. Thank you. Have a marvelous day, you light beings, you. Thank you for subscribing.